Good morning. I'm Christine and I'm from Selfless Yoga. I just want to say good morning. Welcome, Selfless Yogis. And today we're going to do a gentle morning yoga practice to help reset our nervous system, to calm our minds, and allow us to just be more at ease for the day. This practice of Yin Yoga, and it has a variation of poses that may not be fully yin, just to really open up our body. It will help with just going deep into the connective tissue, the fascia, the joints. It really goes deep into the body versus just a muscle, where when I usually do my vinyasa classes, it's a lot of energy, strength. This is just more gentle, just gentle on your body. And one of the things about Yin Yoga that I want to share with you is that just listening to your body, and of course go to an edge where you feel like it's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's okay. But if there's any sharp numbness, tingling, just come out of it. No worries. And I will cue you. And at any point you have any questions or comments, you can definitely put it in the comments below. And at the end of class, I would definitely go ahead and answer those questions for you. So, just to let you know who I am Christine and I love yoga. As you can see, I love it so much. And I really enjoy sharing yoga selflessly, not looking for the fruits, just looking to have a good time, just enjoy it and share it. And I feel there's so much benefits with yoga that I never realized before. And until I practice consistently. And I just really, even though I was in the beginning, I was focused on the physical side of yoga, flexibility and strength. Naturally, I started becoming more in tune with my body, mind body connection. And I started being more calm and more, not perfect. I still make mistakes. We're all humans, right? But I was more resilient towards stressful situations. And things didn't affect me as much as it used to. And I just had more self love, more confidence. And I was okay with just sitting with myself, which was very rare. I'm a very extroverted person, but it took time and took years. But that's the beauty of practice. It's a lifelong practice. Some things in yoga I'm very great at, and some things I'm not, and it's all good. And that's probably you too. It's like you're a beginner and you're open to doing yoga and learn how to grow. But it's about consistency and steady practice. Even if it's once a week, every week, that's better than not doing it at all. So I think everyone should be on by now. Let's go ahead and get into a seated position and start to close your eyes. Start to feel your breath. And taking note of the energy you have in this moment. Maybe you're more tired. Maybe you feel more relaxed. Maybe you want to go back into your warm bed. But just taking note of that sensation or thoughts, and come back to this moment with me. Start to feel your breath. Maybe you feel coldness on the inhale and warm on the exhale. Maybe you might notice noise in your surroundings. Maybe noises in my surroundings. And not getting attached to the sounds. Just take note and go right back to your breath, feeling your belly rise and contract. And as we sit here this morning on this beautiful morning together, a fresh new start, a fresh new day. Have a reminder that anything that happened in the past, anything that's going to happen in the future is unknown. Can't change it. That's what I really need to say. The past you can't change, and the future is unknown. But in this moment together, this present moment, is reality, is what you make of it. Now think about an intention for your practice, a sankalpa. What's your intention today? Maybe the why. And with that intention, either you're going to keep that intention for yourself or give it to someone else. And hold that intention deep within your heart. Take another slow and deep breath. Put your hands in palm center. I invite you, if you want to activate your pineal gland, the chakra in between your eyebrows, third eye, or you can listen along. Inhale for one Om. Inhale. Om. Let's get started. So we're going to start with a breathing technique on our belly, on our back. So go ahead and lay on your back. Now, if your knees or your back hurts you, you can take a pillow and you could just lay back. And just make sure your hands are supinated, meaning your palms up towards the sky. And start to relax your back, relax your legs. And just being okay with stillness for just a moment. Letting go of the need to want to do things or need to do. But just being okay with being with yourself, being with us as a community virtually. And my energy is going to be sent towards you. Something called metta. Send love and compassion. So as you lay here, this pranayama, we're going to go ahead and put one hand on the belly, one hand on the upper chest. And it's full yogic breath in a laying position. Now, I also invite you, if you do have a pillow, to take a pillow, actually, and put it underneath your chest to elevate it. Maybe a slight back bend. And it might make the breathing technique allow your chest to be more open. So let's get started. Inhaling belly, rib cage, upper chest. Exhale, upper chest, rib cage, belly. Inhale, belly, rib cage, upper chest. Exhale, upper chest, rib cage, belly. And do a few rounds of your own. Slow and steady. Two more breaths. One more breath. Now take the pillow from underneath your back and remove it. And you can move the pillow that's underneath your legs if you have it. And we're going to bring our knees into our chest. Bending your knees, your thighs are on your chest. It doesn't have to fully get there. And taking your palms over your shin. And just holding your body, holding your legs. We're going to do a exercise that helps to open up the back. But if you try this, make sure your chin is tucked. And also, if it's too much for you, you can stop and be more gentle. You don't have to go really deep into it. So I'll take my hand underneath my thighs right here, my back of my thighs. And then I'll bring my feet up and use momentum to rock over on my back. Slowly keep my chin tucked. And just go back and forth. It's a really nice back massage. It also helps adjust the spine. Here's some crinkling sensations, totally normal. And slowly go back and forth, wherever you can. One more time. And lay back down. Take your knees, both your knees, out to your right side. Your palms can go straight up and drop over to the opposite. If that's comfortable for you, stay here. If you want more, you could take your gaze and go over towards your hand. Just breathe here a little bit more. Now, if at any moment your arm feels like numbing, tingling sensation, that is your brachial plexus nerves in your arms. So I invite you to take a pillow or a block and you can put it underneath so it's not overstretching. So what those sensations you might feel in your body, like numbness, tingling sensation, is a signal to your body, bringing back a message to your brain that something is not normal and causing pain. And if we don't listen to the cues of our body, we can cause nerve damage. So I've learned through my practice to let go of the ego, which we want to do, and just kind of come back a little bit, not push, because that's not also healthy for your body. So just here, just sit into this pose, a reclined twist, and just follow your breath. We'll be here for another minute or so. And your goal in this pose is to stay as still as you can. Sometimes you feel you need to shift, you need to move. And if you do, it's fine. But the big thing with yin is when you stay nice and still, the body gets a chance to really go to the areas and really open it up. It's really deep. Your body gets to relax. The muscles begin to release. A few more breaths here. And release. Bring your knees back up towards the sky. And then we're going to go ahead and do happy baby. So bring your heels up, out to the side, and just sit here. And I know we're kind of cold. It's okay. This practice, you can be cold. You don't need to be warm. Because the joints, the connective tissue and the fascia doesn't need warmth. The muscles do. So just sit with your heels up. If your heels can't go all the way up, you can bring it down. And breathe here. Your hands on the outside of your feet or on your shins. Reminding yourself that this moment is temporary, anicca. You're going to have moments in life where things are amazing, things going so well, but that moment is temporary. Then you're going to have moments where things are very difficult and very challenging. But you got to remember that moment is temporary. So we must cherish the moments of good and have some compassion for the moment of difficulties. And even when we're in a storm, go back to your breath and wait for that storm to pass. One more minute here. And slowly release. Bring your knees in your chest. Rock side to side. Maybe extending your leg, just releasing that. And then we're going to bring both our knees back into our chest. I'm going to roll to the opposite side. So for me, I'm rolling to my left side now. My arms are going over to my right. I put a block because I feel that sensation in my arm. I don't want to push. And bring my arms over and I look over the opposite or close my eyes. And just feel your breath again in this moment. And sometimes when the clouds of thoughts come in, I take some really big, deep breaths to focus on the breath. And I go back to subtle. But at the same time, I try to be gentle with my mind, gentle with my breath. It's there to protect you. It's all love. But as you do these practices with me, with other yogis. You'll be able to calm your nervous system, and those fight or flight thoughts that come in and out will be much less over time. So we practice together. We practice today. Another minute. Really feel that gentle stretch in your spine, your hips, detoxifying. A few more breaths here. And then bring your knees back to center. Just make a circle with your knees. And switch direction. So now we're going to do half happy baby. So you can keep one leg. So I'm going to do my left leg, bring my hands on the outside if I can, or my shin. You could put one leg down. Wherever you can go. Doesn't have to be a full 90-degree. And then you keep this one leg bent. Drop your hand down. Or you can extend. Whatever feels more comfortable for you. You take your hand, put it on your hip. And even if your legs extend, you can always go back. Maybe sitting here for a minute or so, and then allowing your body to get used to the pose, releasing the stretch receptors, which sends messages to the brain to say, oh, this is too much. Just let it relax for a moment. And then sometimes when you meet that edge, then you can extend, and it's much easier. So not rushing, just taking your time. Another minute. Maybe sing a mantra. I am inhaling. I am exhaling. And release. And just going side to side, put your hands on your side, do some windshield wipers on a laying position. It can be very intense. And these poses are getting really deep into the hips, deep into psoas muscles, which connects from your legs up to your spine. So it can help with your spine. It can help with your knees. Hip flexibility is an indicator of helping heal knee and hip and back issues. So really taking time to really opening your hips and allowing that practice will help heal other parts of your body over time. Okay, switching sides. Grabbing onto the outside if you can. You can bring it low here if you want to start with a bent knee. Half happy baby. And whenever you feel ready, you could bring your heel up wherever feels comfortable. And then extend your leg if you want to. And if you're moving and wiggling, be okay with that. Forgive yourself, forgive the moment. It's totally fine. I am a yang person. I love high energy and high intensity type of activities. And so this practice was very difficult for me to sit with myself, sit into these poses that I thought were very simple, but actually can be very challenging. And at the same time, we need a balance of yin and yang. It's really balancing for the body and the mind, as well as your spirit. Another minute. If you start to have any knee pain, release a little bit. That could be your hips not being as open and that it's affecting your knee. So listen to your body, and as that hip open, naturally your knee will stop to not be hurting you as much in the future. So just release it if you're having any knee pain. And release. Bring your knees into your chest again. Just rocking side to side. And fully extending your legs if you can, maybe alternating. Just releasing, getting the blood flow back there. Just give yourself a moment here. And roll onto your side. Come up into a seated position. Or you can sit on your knees. That's another position. Some people can't sit on their sitting position, cross-legged. Sometimes this might help. Put a block or 2 blocks or a bolster or a couple pillows. You can sit there. You could put some cushion here, and you may notice, I can sit. And let's just go back to our breath again. Going back to this moment. And let's check in with our body. Taking note of what sensations coming up. And as you breathe in and as you exhale, you're just releasing it. So just note that this practice can cause emotions to come up. Really releasing. Just being okay with that and knowing it's not needed anymore. Okay. So if you have a blanket, maybe a towel or straps, this is an option to use. So we're going to go ahead and take our strap or a towel or a piece of cloth, anything like a t-shirt, and you're just going to hold it out to the side, maybe outside of your knees. For example, if you're sitting in this position, just kind of open it up. And sometimes you can go a little bit wide. And what we're going to do is going to open up our shoulders. So if we start and you notice, this is kind of difficult, just widen your hands a little bit more. If it's more easier, you go a little bit more closer. I'm just going to go ahead and open our shoulders. As you can hear, cracks, which is good. You're releasing a lot from your shoulders and opening it up. Just going front and back. Slowly, first just opening up. This will allow us to release a lot of tension in your shoulders, your upper back. Goes really deep into your armpits, like where your rotator cuffs, which helps with like your shoulder and everything, mobility. So this helps open that up. Now, if you can, slowly bring it behind and hold it there. Now, see how my belly is out? Now, I want to bring it in. Close the belly. And just go side to side, very slowly. Just really opening up. Feels really good. Nice little bit self-massage in a sense for your shoulders. And stop back in the middle and come all the way down. Fingertips on your shoulder, top of your shoulders, and just make some circles with your elbows, one direction. And no rush, go very slow. Take your time. And just feel how that feels in this moment. And switch. And stretch the sides of our necks. So we're going to really ground. Take our hand, or take, for example, your left hand, and you're going to put it underneath your leg. You got to hold it down there so it doesn't lift, right? Then you're going to take your right hand and bring it across the side of your head and gently allow your head to really, you'll feel that opening of the side of the neck. And breathing here again. Close the abdomen in. Nice neutral spine. If at any point this is uncomfortable for you or painful, just release it and keep your neck nice and stable. Maybe not using your hand, just maybe just tilting it a little bit with a little bit of support. That's fine too. This helps open up the cervical spine. Sometimes we can be very compressed there. Nerves are being compressed. And this helps opening up. So it allows those nerves and muscles to kind of move more freely. And that can help with pain. So we're going to sit in it for a little bit longer, another minute or so. We're not rushing today. We're just going to enjoy this moment together. A few more breaths here. And release. Just notice that. Take your opposite hand underneath. Go across and tilt to the side. If you're on the computer or you're on your phone a lot, sometimes you're kind of looking down or up or in a certain direction that can cause tension in your shoulders and your neck. And so this helps release that and helps your neck to kind of move a little bit better so you're not in this discomfort. And also when we're stressed, our shoulders come all the way up towards our ears. So we're just trying to release that a little bit. Undo all the things that we do during the day. Couple more breaths here. And release. Taking both your hands behind your back of your head, and just bringing your chin forward. And as you're here, really focus on Ujjayi breath, breath with sound. Slight constriction as you inhale and exhale, very gentle. You should be able to hear your breath. And I want you to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, Exhale through your mouth. And then go back to normal breathing. A few more breaths here. And release. Bring your chin up towards the sky. Really activate. Bring those shoulders down. Just breathing here. Still engaging through your core. Stabilizing your spine. You may feel some tension, some feeling like maybe at your edge. Just breathe through it. Remind your body that you're safe. You're doing fine. I invite you to relax your jaw, release any tension in your jaw, upper and lower. Relax any tension in your eyes, your cheeks. A few more breaths here. And release. Going side to side for a moment, looking over your shoulder, over to the side. Up and back. Nice feeling. How does my neck feel? Maybe rounding a little chin to chest over to your other side. So if you ever have a stiff neck or a stiff shoulder and it's like you may have pulled it or something, those stretches really help. You can release your blocks from underneath you. And then we're going to do a variation of Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So we're first going to start with the basic pose where we're going to bring both our feet together. Soles of our feet are touching, knees out to the side. And there's two variations within the variations we're doing. Of course, it's multiple. We're going to do a bunch of them today. So the first one is we're going to have long spine. So you're going to have your chest nice and forward and a long spine. And your goal is to bring your chin to your feet. Okay? We're not rounding this time. Nice elongated spine. And you can have your hands kind of by your toes, like your inner arch, and you're opening your feet like it's a book, like you're reading a book. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can take pillows and put it on the sides of your knees or blocks and get it nice in there, comfortable. So inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, bringing your elbows in towards your hips. Chin towards your feet. Just imagining that. I can't bring my chin to my feet, but that's the alignment cue to keep yourself in a good alignment. Just breathe here. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Just noticing that hip flexors, noticing the tensions that's releasing in your hips, your lower back. We're going to be here for another minute or so. Relax your eyes. Relax your shoulders. Relax your legs. And just melt into the pose. When you feel you've met that edge and you can go a little further, you go. But if you feel like you're right where you need to be at, just stay. Slowly release. Now we're going to take a block, or if you have a hardcover book, that works fine as well. And you're going to take it and you're going to put it in between your feet now. Okay? So the soles of your feet against the sides of your block. And you're going to inhale, open your chest again. Exhale, bring your chest forward and come forward. Your feet doesn't have to be too narrow, close to your hips. Your inner body can be a little bit out. Listen, wherever you feel comfortable, we'll be here for a bit. And breathe here. Really opening your chest. You may notice that this feels a little bit more intense. So don't go as deep into the pose. I'm just taking note that trusting yourself in this moment, noticing that energy within yourself that maybe you may want to give up. Say, no, you're not going to give up. Don't listen to the mind. Believe in yourself. You can do this. You're perfect just the way you are. And you are worthy of this practice. A couple more breaths here. And release. Now we're going to actually curve our spine. So our goal is to put our forehead on our feet, but we're still going to use a block. So we're going to put our blocks on top, put our feet on top of our blocks, wherever it feels comfortable for you. Okay. Inhale, elongate your spine first. Exhale, rounding through the spine and breathing. You can interlace your hands across your feet, index finger forward. And you can just breathe here. Kind of a variation of star pose. You can bring your elbows on the outside. And slowly release. Just one moment. Okay, perfect. And then we did do a lot on your inner thighs and your legs. So, I didn't do any windshield wipers, but we should now for sure. It's going side to side, just really opening, releasing that. I just wanted to get really deep into the hips. So I sat in that pose, doing it multiple times for us to really work on our hips. And now the hips, the seat, that area, the pelvic floor, all of that area is just a lot of energy, a lot of tension, and our traumas and all the things really hold on there. And so when we open it and really stretch there, it allows a lot of things to release, and that allows healing. Like I, for example, feel some emotions coming up, but I'm just going to breathe through it. And I know that I'm safe, I'm okay, and it's just temporary. Okay. We need to really Roll your feet, your ankles in one direction that feel nice. And switch the opposite. Now, the next pose that we're going to do is going to be swan's pose, pigeon. And that's another really good hip opener as well. And this is our kind of our practice, slowly transitioning, feeling it's like a hip, hip opening, lower back opening type of practice. This is all spontaneous. This is how I practice. I just go with what my body is telling me, and yeah, just do it. I have so many poses in my head. I'm like, what feels right in this moment? And I'm like, pigeon. So, or swan. Okay. So, some modifications for you. So, if you have a blanket or a towel, one of my really amazing yoga teachers, she taught me this. And she said, okay, take a blanket, roll it into like a burrito or a towel, for example. And so you're going to have this to kind of help you melt into the pose versus feeling like your hips are elevated. So I'll just show you. So you can kind of bring it here to the side. Roll your blanket if you're getting it right now. Go ahead. If you don't have a blanket, we can use a pillow. Kind of roll your pillow up too, or even a block. Those are options. So we're going to actually go up into a little bit of downward facing dog. The reason why is the easiest way to get into the pose. So you're going to do a tabletop position. Lift your hips up just for a moment. And then now, for example, I'm going to work on my right foot, bringing it in. I'm just going to elongate it for a moment. Bend it, bring my knee out to the right. Heel over to the left. And now I look behind me. Am I in the center of my mat? And is my thigh square to the ground? Good. Then I take my prop. I slide it under. I mean, it didn't do a very good job, but it's all good. And I just use it. And I kind of sit back into it where I feel like, okay, this feels good. And then I'm going to sit here for a moment. We're going to do a back bend. So we're really going to elongate our spine and look up towards the sky. And breathe here. If you need a pillow underneath your knees, you can do so for extra padding. I'm going to let our hips really melt into this pose. Relaxing your shoulders down. Chin up towards the sky. Now, slowly come down onto your forearms. And you relax your head however you want, maybe going side to side, making a U with your chin. And then going back to midline and just resting into this pose. And I invite you, if you can, go down maybe a little bit more, dropping your head down onto your forearms. Another minute or so. Just really melting your hips down. Releasing any tension, just letting it be. Let the body take care of itself. You don't need the muscles. Just relax into the pose. Couple more breaths. And slowly come up, tucking your back foot. And you can just kind of bend into like a tabletop and then slowly try to release that leg out. And then just releasing it. If you want to, you can go into a downward facing dog and lift that leg and do some circles. And then we can do the opposite. So it's kind of bending and flexing, just releasing that. And then you're going to bring your left leg, left knee out to the left side. Bring it across. Look behind. Look at my feet, what feels comfortable for me. And then I sit up, looking up towards the sky. So we did a lot of shoulder, cervical spine, worked on our psoas, our lower back today, even our upper back with the recline twist, working on our hips, also helping out our knees and our ankles. So we're really getting a full body, but at the same time focusing on the hips. So some poses are deep into one area of target, and then other areas you just get a subtle benefit to it. And go down onto your forearms. And go a little bit deeper, dropping your head. And slowly start to come up. And bring that knee back. Tabletop. Releasing it that way. And go back in downward facing dog. Lifting that left leg if that's your side. Doing all different things. Whatever you want feels good. And release. Go ahead, get into a seated position. Inhale, elongate your hands up towards the sky. Inhaling and exhaling here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms up and twist to one side. One hand on the outside of your thigh, the other hand behind, and twisting from your chest, not from your neck. Grounding through your sit bones, nice and even distribution of weight. Inhale, palms up, looking at the sky above, and switch. Inhale, palms up, a lateral stretch. One palm on the same line as your hip. And twist over, maybe looking forward or looking up. Opening your chest. Maybe going down into your forearm if you desire. Just breathing here, no rush. We're not just doing one breath, we're just breathing slowly and deeply. Palms all the way up and switch. Palms all the way up and bring your hands behind and just open your chest. If that feels comfortable, drop your head. And release. Let's go ahead and lay on our back for a moment. Separate our legs hip distance wide. Just breathe here for a couple of moments in Shavasana. Don't rush out of the practice. This is one of the most important parts of your practice, is to lay and allow that life force energy to circulate throughout your body. Rest before you have to go. I'm just going to be here for a few moments. Bring your knees into your chest. Again, rock side to side. And turn over to your side. And just being proud of yourself for being a part of this practice. Even if you were here for a couple moments, a couple minutes, even if you were watching, it's just to plant some seeds of wisdom in my practice with you. And having gratitude for all the teachers who have come here before us to really teach this practice of yoga. Having gratitude for the practice. And gratitude for your body. Being thankful for your body that allows you to walk through your day. And just reminding yourself that the stillness you've cultivated with this practice. And slowly come up into a seated position. Putting your hands in the palm center, and I invite you to say Om if you desire. Inhale. Om. Thank you for practicing with me today. All right, I'm going to answer some questions if there's any. If there isn't, all good too. Okay. Okay. Would love to hear, how is your practice for you? Okay, go through, start from the top. Hi. Okay, hello everyone. The time here is 8 a.m. Eastern time. It's 7, we started at 7 a.m. approximately. So we're on the East Coast. Okay. Very relaxing. I'm very happy. How long should I stretch for every day? I'd say maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And if you want to be consistent with your practice, I would say start off with like 5 to 10 minutes a day and keep it simple and then work yourself up. And it's about consistency. So if you're doing 5 minutes a day, maybe every other day or every day, that's great. Versus just one long practice once a month. I mean, it's still good. You're still practicing, but it won't be as beneficial for your practice. So I would say 5 to 10 minutes, start off, and it's slowly going up from there gently with your body. Great question. Is it better to do yoga in the morning or evening? So it depends on your schedule. I always say it's better to do it in the morning, but at the same time, for me, I'm not as consistent in the morning because I have to go to work, I have my family, and so sometimes I have to do it in the evening. So it's actually a balance. If you do it in the morning, it's great because it opens up your body, gets you ready for the day, you're more calm. And at night, it's nice as it recenters you, rebalances you, and calms you for a nice, restful sleep. Kind of release a lot of the day. So it's actually good either or. But I've noticed when I do my practice in the morning, I'm like, oh, it's done. The practice is finished. Not in a bad way, but I'm like, oh, it's complete. Yes. So it all depends on your schedule. With either or is great. Just note, just be a reminder, is that in the morning, you're maybe more cold, you may be more tight, you've been sleeping all night. And so just know that you might be more stiff. In the afternoon, you might not be as stiff, you might be more fluid, but you might be more tired. So just be aware of that energy changes in your body. I'm happy you love this practice. Let's see, how long is best minimum amount of time? Yep, it's like 5 to 10 minutes starting off. And then you want to grow with a little bit longer. But I would just say 5 to 10 minutes, just doing the spinal stretches, simple stretches that you could pick a couple of the poses we did today. You can even do it on your bed before you go to bed. The butterfly pose we did, Baddha Konasana, the legs in the butterfly position. Sit here like that for 5 minutes. Maybe doing the spinal stretches where you go up towards the sky, twisting, lateral stretches, and then behind when we did one of the last poses. Even doing that every day was great. And just start off there and then start slowly adding on more poses. Okay, let me just double check if there's any other questions. No, all right. So thank you for practicing with me. I am happy you were here today. I know it's early, but I'm happy that I was able to share practice with you today. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.